This segment brought to you by Kansas Regenerative Medicine Center. Your stem cells, your health, your life. Hey, it's Wednesday, only 2 more days to the weekend, unless you're watching it online, and it could be 5 days. Hey, I'm Frank.
I'm Deb.
And this is Around Kansas. And we're so happy that you're watching our program.
Yes, we sure are. And tell your friends. And, you know, I want to give a shout out to Greg Rude, because Greg, who is our photographer friend, always sharing those gorgeous pictures of Wilson's Lake. Every Sunday morning is when Greg watches Around Kansas, and he shares it with everybody else. And we really do appreciate that, Greg, and appreciate all your beautiful photographs, and appreciate your sharing the show. Really do. Now, if all the rest of you would get on the stick and do the same thing, we'd be really happy, wouldn't we, Frank?
So anyway, if you've never watched the show before, it's about people, places, and things that make Kansas a great place to live and visit and have fun in.
That's right, and there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
We got a lot of shows archived. If you want to go back and look at our archives, see some of those great folks that you might have missed along the way, great places to visit, as Frank said, or great places to live. You know, there's a gentleman in Atwood who was sitting in traffic in Denver one day, and he's like, this is nuts. I'm not doing this anymore. And he started looking for a little town to move to. So he went to Atwood, and he has the little motel there, and it's just wonderful. And he's just happy as a little clam there in Atwood. They had a golf course. He said he needed a golf course, and they just had everything that he wanted right there in that little town. And no traffic jams, you know, unless it's combines during harvest season, there are just no traffic jams.
Yeah. Anyway, is there even a stoplight, a traffic light in town? Probably not. No, I mean, you really think about it.
I'm not sure.
Of these smaller towns, and there are no stoplights.
Yeah.
No traffic lights.
Yeah. You know, when I was growing up in Patrick County, Virginia, Stewart, our county seat where the high school was, didn't have a traffic light for a long time, and it was a big controversy. And the driving range for kids to learn to drive was around the football field at the high school, and there was a 4-way traffic light there just in case you ever got out and you would know what to do if you saw one.
If you get into the real world.
If you get out into the real world, you know, and now they might even have 2 or 3 traffic lights in Stewart now. I mean, it's grown a lot. It's like maybe 1,800 people or something. I know. It's really grown. But, yeah, there's a lot of those little towns that don't have a traffic light. Yeah.
But that's, you know, that's one of the great things about the state of Kansas. There are a lot of small towns.
And I love it.
And they have a lot of really great people. You're going to find fantastic food. If there's a restaurant in town, you can bet the food there is unbelievable.
Oh my gosh. And when we had the expo out at Wallace a few weeks ago, the ladies that catered our events and then the vendors who showed up, oh my gosh. I think instead of sweating off all this weight, people were piling it on because the food was so doggone good. Yeah.
Well, those farmers work hard. They got to have fuel.
That's right.
And
that's exactly
let me
right.
tell you can get some good fuel.
You can get some good fuel. We got a great show, too. You guys stay with us.
Welcome to the Jerry Thomas Gallery, where we feature my renowned artwork, frontier military, and Native American artifacts. Behind me, you see one of the paintings that are featured in the gallery. In the gallery, we not only try to feature the historical aspect, but also the artwork and the artifacts that go into the painting. Captured in the painting is some beautiful storm clouds, and the idea came from Homer Wheeler himself. He wrote in Buffalo Trails years later that a giant storm came up and the wind and hail obliterated the trail of his scattered cattle. So how I created the painting was I used the artifacts that you see here in the gallery and incorporated it to the chaps on his person and also the rope and the saddle and the tack on the horse to create the lifelike aspect of Lost Trail.